December 12th, 2023, agenda meeting to order. I am present, Councilmember Brennan, Councilmember DeRada, Councilmember Hartland, Councilmember Moskowitz, Town Attorney Finnan, Eric Amberger, Seth Goldstein, Elizabeth Greenwood, Janet Wynn. I forgot to mention Janet in our last meeting. Chief Koshin, Laura Robertson was here remotely in our last meeting, and she's here now remotely. Ray Smith, Matt Yetto, Clark Henry, and 2 residents. Did I say Michelle Martinelli? Yes. You were sitting over there last time. You moved, tricking me. I thought you had left. Okay. All right. Before moving on, we wish to respectfully acknowledge that Niskayuna is on the traditional lands of the Kanien'kehá:ka and the Mahikanac peoples, past and present, and we honor with gratitude the land itself and the peoples who have stewarded this land throughout generations. Thank you for that. All right, and we'll move on to the Public Works Committee.
Good evening. Number 1 is a tentative resolution to approve bid extensions for materials and services to be used by Public Works, gravel, sand, stone, pipe, and some services to get us going in 2024. The remainder paving and summer seed and quotes and stuff like that will come in the springtime. Any questions? And all of this is a result of the ability to roll over and keep the year's previous prices. We have a 3-year rollover built over into our bids. So this is the first year of that. And all the parties that submitted bids for last year have agreed to carry over. So we kept prices at last year's prices. Thank you.
Thank you.
First resolution I have is a resolution to accept a water line on Hilltop Road. The line was installed last year. It's been approved by DOH, and we just need to do the resolution to accept it as a town water main. Next one is listed as tentative. We've got 3 properties on Aqueduct Road that have expressed interest in getting into an outside user agreement for each of the properties. I believe we're waiting on the applicants now to provide information. I doubt it's going to happen. I just wanted to leave it on there in case we did get the information prior to the meeting. Most likely it's going to be January before we have any movement on this. There was one item that was left off the agenda. It's the resolution to approve the fall 2023 residential commercial reconciliation for the utility bills. Chris Lachinsky has generated all the reports, and Diane's office has provided all the information. We've checked all the numbers. Everything looks good, and just want to move forward on that. And one other item, it's not for this meeting, but it's going to be covered in the special meeting that the supervisor mentioned and mentioned my name. We have bid openings scheduled for the January 2nd for the purchase of materials used by the water and sewer department, hydrants, valves, piping, and then also the chemicals that we use annually at the water plant and at the sewer plant. The bid opening will be after the next town board meeting, so the earliest opportunity to award the bids would be at that special meeting. So that's why I wanted to tag along on that meeting. So that's all I have. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, moving on to economic development, historic preservation, and environmental conservation.
Okay, Laura is homesick, so I'm filling in for her. We have 4 resolutions. First, a resolution to award a contract for a greenhouse gas inventory and government climate action plan, request for proposal for Niskayuna's Climate Smart Grant with the New York State DEC. The RFP has been sent out. We should have awarded the contract by 12/19, and this project focuses on evaluating opportunities for savings related to transportation and vehicles, buildings, and wastewater treatment plant. The second is a resolution designating a deputy zoning enforcement officer. All of our building inspectors are deputy zoning enforcement officers, and this will designate our new part-time building inspector, Michael Auerbach, as a deputy zoning enforcement officer. Third is a resolution to award a natural resources inventory contract under the New York State DEC Mohawk River Watersheds Grant Program. This expands on the NRI project that we did last year. The contract is for $15,000, and it will be evaluating 10 to 12 properties within the town. Two key properties are Fieldstone Estates Forest and land along the bike path from Lions Park to Lock 7. And finally, a resolution appointing a zoning board member to the Comprehensive Plan Committee. This is a gentleman by the name of Joey Gentile. He's essentially replacing Keith Frary, who left the area and moved away. Joey is an architect, and he's been very involved with the ZBA. That's it.
Thank you. All right, moving on to police and public safety.
Good evening, everyone. Resolution number 8 is a resolution to permanently appoint a police officer. I said it in the Police and Public Safety Committee. I can't believe that Dustin Spataro has already been here for 18 months. That's how quick time goes. Dustin is doing an excellent job. He's on our B-line currently, and I highly recommend that we make him permanent. Nothing but positive feedback from the community, members that he works with. He's a team player. Dustin's a great officer, and I look forward to him continuing here in that capacity. Number 9 is a tentative resolution to appoint a dog control officer. This has been an ongoing discussion. We do have a town resident that wants to step into this role. His name is Bruce Hirschenroder. He lives on Pierce Road. Bruce comes to us. He's a special deputy currently with the Schenectady County Sheriff's Office. He's an auxiliary police officer. He's also part of Schenectady County's SPCA task force. So he has some experience in these things. He's excited. He told me tonight that he's already studying ag and markets laws and town code. And we're looking forward, and I'm sure Michelle is looking forward to us getting him onboarded as quickly as possible. Number 10 is a resolution authorizing tuition assistance in accordance with the PBA contract. This is, again, for Officer Derek Breslin. The amount is $4,680. This is in his pursuit of becoming a licensed mental health counselor, as we've spoken about in previous meetings. Number 11 is a resolution for the supervisor to sign an agreement with Susquehanna SPCA for 2024. I am going to mention between this resolution and the next one, there are some fee increases. Susquehanna, as you know, is a backup for APF, as we have seen locally and also nationwide. There is sort of a shortage for animal facilities, if you will. People have seen it in the news. So Susquehanna has been our backup. Their fees were originally in 2023, $250 for 2024. It's the same agreement, but it's $300 for altered animals and $500 for unaltered animals. Again, that's a backup place for us to take in the event that we're stuck with an animal that we have no shelter for. Number 12 is a resolution for the supervisor to sign an agreement with the APF of Schenectady for 2024. Again, their fees went up. They're just mild increases. It's essentially $10 across the board. So for dogs, it went up to $75 a day from $65. Euthanasia, it went from, I believe, $130 to $140. And then for cremation, it went from $120 to $130. So that's what I have, I believe.
Chief, what was that $300 to $500 cost for? Again?
So they separated the costs for whether a dog was neutered or not, essentially is what they did, because I think that they're incorporating the veterinarian fees associated with those things as part of housing that animal, because I believe that they have to do that in conjunction with stray animals, depending on if they're keeping them and then adopting them out. So does anybody else have any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and we'll wrap up with the Finance and General Government Committee.
Okay. The first one was the resolution authorizing the supervisor to sign the 2-year renewal with Comp Alliance for our workers' compensation insurance. Next is a tentative resolution, if we receive it, for the 2022 financial report for town officials. Then a tentative resolution setting the salary schedule for the non-represented members of the town staff. Resolution setting the town meeting calendar. With that, I believe we'll also be having an additional resolution to adjust the town's committees and those assignments. And finally, as I added from the floor, a resolution regarding the consolidation of the drainage districts and storm sewers now that the permissive referendum period has passed. And that's all I have.
And when are those resolutions due?
Tomorrow.
No exceptions,
Tomorrow at what time?
by 5 PM.
Tomorrow, close of business, 5 PM. You snooze, you will lose. You've been warned. Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm the cheekiest I have been in a long time. That is all we have for our agenda meeting tonight. At this time, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We stand adjourned. Have an excellent night. Thank you.